What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ike back here for another video for you guys on the Yankee Blue YouTube channel. Just another news video today. Quicker one, just a couple stories I wanted to talk about. Just give my thoughts and opinions on them. Yeah, here we go. So the first story, not too much teasing today because it's just two stories, but the news broke this morning on August 1st here that Chelsea are in negotiations with Brighton for fullback Marc Cucurella. Yeah, this is very positive news in my opinion because Marc Cucurella is, he's a player that I've actually had my eye on for a couple of years now since he's come into the Premier League. My Scout Side segment on the match reviews. He's someone that I've been paying attention to for a little over a year now, and with good reason because obviously he's incredibly talented, dynamic, excellent on the ball for a fullback. Shows creativity, excellent long passing and short passing as well. That obviously he's Spanish, so you know how they coach their young Spanish players. Every one of them is great on the ball. So no surprise that Cucurella is a fantastic offensive player. I think he would be great for Chelsea, being that we need competition for wingback, especially. Being that Ben Chilwell is just coming off of that ACL injury, and his fitness is not all the way back yet. I know he's playing in this preseason. He looks decent, but I don't think his full match fitness is there yet. So I think that Marc Cucurella would be a great signing for Chelsea. So let's see if the negotiations continue and to progress. The one note about this deal, though, that really got me heated was the fact that apparently Levi Cole is being offered in the talks to Brighton. Now, I think this is a terrible idea. I've actually come around pretty quickly on Levi Cole. I hadn't seen a lot of him coming into this summer, frankly, because I know he played in the championship for Huddersfield last year, and he had a great loan apparently. I didn't watch a lot of his matches, but I trust my eyes and my ears, and if I'm seeing people that I respect on Twitter or on TV or whatever talking about a player in a particular way, I'm going to take their word for it. So when I see reporters talking about Colwell and YouTubers talking about Colwell, I'm going to tend to believe the ones that are reputable, for example. So I've come around on him pretty quickly. I think he's the best prospect that we have. I think he's better than Harvey Vale personally, even though I've only seen 45 minutes of him against Club America. No, I think that was Charlotte that he actually played. Anyway, Cole's great. I think he's the next big thing at Chelsea. So the fact that he's being offered to Brighton, I think is terrible. I just, with me, when you have, especially being that we're Chelsea fans, right? We have Reece James, we have Mason Mount in our first team. They've shown themselves capable of being superstars coming from Cobham. When you have the next one after that, I don't think you should be even offering him. We should have signed him to another 5-year extension already, in my opinion. So I just really think that offering Levi Cole is a bad choice. I hope we don't do that. I'd rather see him stick around and just play in Chelsea blue for his entire career, because I think he can be the next John Terry for this club, frankly. So no Levi Cole to Brighton. Now, next story, Wesley Fofana. Now, Wesley Fofana, I am a little against the grain based on what I've heard from other people around on Twitter, on YouTube. A lot of people seem to be pretty high on Wesley Fofana. Personally, I am not. Well, not yet, at least. I was just talking about how I came around pretty quickly on Levi Cole. I suppose I could do the same if we ended up actually signing Wesley Fofana. Of course, I'd be a fan of his. But as of right now, having not watched a lot of Leicester matches, frankly, I just haven't in the last couple years, and last year he had that horrific leg break injury, so it's not like we could watch him last year anyway. And from what I remember of watching Leicester 2 seasons ago, he didn't stand out as particularly dominant in a way that we should be shelling out what's been rumored at £80 million for Wesley Fofana. I think that's way too much. They just signed him to a contract extension over in Leicester earlier this calendar year, I believe, at the end of last season. So that's why the figures of £80 million are being quoted. So I just think it's not the right time to be going after Fofana. I'll relate it to how we're going after Declan Rice, for example. For a number of years now, Chelsea's been trying to sign Declan Rice. We've been trying to work with West Ham, just negotiate, just make them willing to negotiate with us and seeing if he can actually come over. They said no, and they're citing the length of the contract. They just don't want to sell him to us yet because he's their star player. I just think that Fofana's not at that level yet. He's just not at. Not only is he not at that level yet, the contract is not. We haven't run down enough years on his contract yet to make it the price tag that we're going to pay for him realistic. £80 million for a 21-year-old, I believe, is just way too much, especially one that I don't think is Premier League proven. I don't think today Wesley Fofana takes us to the next level yet. That's just me personally. There's more to see. Maybe in the next time I talk about him here on Yankee Blue, I'll have watched some more Leicester film, and I can see if Fofana is worth spending the $80 million on. But as of right now, I just don't think so. So that's really it on him. What else did I write? Yeah, he's got lots of potential. Obviously, he's 21 years old. Touted as one of the next great French center backs after Raphael Varane and some other guys, but I just don't think that it's the right move for us, especially not spending £80 million. Yeah, and the last thing I wrote, Ben Jacobs, very knowledgeable and excellent, just a great human actually, fantastic reporter. Definitely go follow him on Twitter. Watch his clips on YouTube when he comes up. He's not a member, but he's a guest on the Football Terrace, so I would definitely give Terry some free publicity there. Definitely go check out his videos. But yeah, Ben Jacobs is a Leicester fan, and I've heard him say on a previous video that Leicester City is in a position that they have to sell before they buy this summer. So that's why I'm saying, I tweeted this the other day. With this Fofana deal, Leicester is just looking at us with that, that emoji with with the tongue poking out and the money sign on it. That's how Leicester are looking at us, frankly. They're just like, oh, Chelsea need defenders. Oh, we have one. Let's charge them £80 million. How about that? That's what Leicester's doing. Because they need to sell players before they can buy players. They don't have as much liquid cash as a club like Chelsea would, so they need to sell their assets to fund that war chest, or as people call it, for their summer transfer figures. So yeah, I just think that Leicester is trying to fleece us, frankly. I would be okay with us signing Fofana, just not this year. Maybe next year, run down the contract a little bit, make that figure that they're quoting a little bit more realistic, and yeah, just I don't know. I just think it's too early. Maybe as this season goes on, I'll try to watch more Leicester games, see if I can find what everyone likes about Wesley Fofana so much, and yeah, I'll update you guys later on in the season. That'll wrap it up for this news video today. Was supposed to be a little bit of a shorter one, but we're running up on 10 minutes here, so because I ramble, but whatever. That's my YouTube channel. Thanks for sticking with me this long. I'm trying to think of like a new kind of phrasing that I can use to like end a video, kind of similar to what Nini does on his channel. I would start off with just saying thanks for your time. You don't have to watch my videos, and I appreciate you for doing that. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.